Hey guys, so I decided I'm going to do another video quickly because there's been a bit of confusion on. Some people are very confused on their 24-hour with their 7-hour night rest break. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you the times that you must stop for your 24-hour for when you start again. Now this 24-hour, this doesn't always say that you're going to just go home for 24 hours exactly and go out. Most of us, as me today, you know, I'm not leaving tomorrow till 10 a.m. Or maybe 11, but I finished this morning at 4. So, you know, but this is for when you're on the road, like when we go across the west or whatever. You have to have a 24, so this will help you for that, so you understand the times that you need to try and work your book to be able to have that 24, so you can have that night rest break if you haven't had a night rest break while you've been on the road. If you've had a night rest break, 2 night rest breaks, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't really matter. This here won't matter because you've had your 2 night rest breaks while you've been traveling. Okay, so for those that haven't, if you haven't had your 2 night rest breaks while you're traveling, this here, if you don't understand, and there are a fair few, just message me. And as I said, I didn't want to put the comments on my YouTube, and I didn't, but far out, I seen I seen my mate get a fair few abuse. So, but anyway, some people just think that I'm a dickhead, or he's a dickhead for whatever. So that's fine. That's fine. And some people, they even spoke to me mate saying that I was breached by the log tracker app or whatever, and I was just like, well, I'm not breached because I haven't been done, and everyone's looked at it. My papers do get sent in sometimes. So yeah, I've been doing the same way for years, and I've been doing fine. All right. So I've been talking. You've probably been watching and having a look at this lines and stuff I've done. So this is for when you do your 24-hour, right? So as I said, if you haven't had 2 night rest breaks and you need 1 more on your 24-hour off, this is the times that you need to be off the road by, so you can have your 24 hours, so you can start again, so that you can at least have your night rest break. As you can see here, so 7 hours at 5 a.m. So you finish at 5 a.m. and you do your 24-hour and you start again at 5 a.m. That's your 7 hours from 10 till 5. Okay, if you're finishing, see here, 7 at 1 a.m. If you finish at 1 a.m, you've had your 7 hour straight away, then you're all good to go the next morning at 1 a.m. on your 24-hour. So that's your 1 night rest break in your 24-hour rest. I've tried it in my mind, and for me it doesn't really matter to me, because I always finish when I drive, I try and finish around midday and start at midday. So for me it doesn't matter. I've never had to really focus. But for those, someone's ringing me. Oh, they were, not now. So for those that don't have to worry because they finish in between this time. All right, I'm gonna pause it. No, he's gone. So if you finish in between this time, don't worry about it. But if you're finishing in the night time for your 24-hour, this is where you need to start to think and focus on how you're going to do your 24-hour break with this 1 night rest, if you need your 1 night rest. Sorry about that. Hang on. Oh, hey Ted. Oh, the wind's picking up because of the aircon. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty simple how I just explained it. I'm going to just do another explanation again. The reason I've said the 2 times that you must stop by is because I've tried to work out other times to stop by, and you can't. Most of you know you've got to be either off the road by 1 a.m. pretty much every night if you're going to go overnight to be able to have your 7 hour in your night rest break. If you're off the road at midnight, that's fine. It doesn't matter. And that's the thing. If you finish at midnight, you can start again at midnight because you've had your 7 hour. Okay, so but what I'm showing you is your latest times you can do, so you can have that 1 night rest break on your 24-hour. So as I said, you can finish at 10, 11 or 12 or 1 in that time. Those 1, 2, 3 so 1 o'clock the latest, 4 hours, you finish that time. Do not go over 1, because you go over 1, you've stuffed yourself. You're going to have to leave later the next day, so you have to have more than a 24-hour off. So you'll have to then go 11, 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll have to leave at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you've had that 1 night rest break in that 24-hour period. Okay, it's pretty simple, is the way I've explained it. As I said, if you finish in this time, who gives a shit? Same as me, I finish at midday, start at midday, whatever. You know, that's what I normally do on my 24. Most of the times, I finish around midday to midday, just depending, you know, wherever I'm running from. So yeah, I hope that explains it, because a lot of guys said you can have a 2 night rest breaks in a 24-hour. Well, for the likes of me, I don't know how they do that when it's only 24 hours and there's only 1 night, really. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that clarifies on how a night rest break works for you. I'm going to do another video, because I'm going to show you on a standard book on how to dial back your book for, so if you start late, on how to get your book to dial back, so by the 4th day you're running during the day, and it actually works out to nearly like a 14-15 hour book, not every day, but it gives you extra time to start earlier, so you can dial it back. I think I explained it in the other video, but it's pretty much was the pre-starts. But I'm going to show you on how to do that. It's a pretty nifty trick, and it's all legit. There's nothing tricky about it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so I hope this sort of helps you in to understand what times you must be off the road, and even with not just your 24-hour, right? So this is what times, well, as you know now, so on your normal rest break, you must be off the road no later than 1 if you need a night rest. Okay, so yeah, I hope that explains it. You got to have that 7 hours, so you're no later than 1. You can stop at 10 and start at 4, it doesn't matter, but you can, you know, as long as you're off the road no later than 1 AM to have that 7 hour, so you can go, so you've had that night rest break. Okay, so just, yeah, I think I've made it clear enough to understand. I've written it there. There's not much more I can say about it. It's, yeah, just understand that I'm not having a go with these videos. I'm trying to help people, but some people are just so, yeah. And look, some people have said, oh, get rid of the book altogether or go WA book. I agree, I'll go WA book. Or I was in the territory for a long time and there's no log books. But the problem is you can see some drivers, they start driving and after 5 hours they're all wobbly over the road. They can't do more than 5 or 4 hours driving. They get so tired. So that's why we need this compliance, unfortunately, to weed out the ones that can't do it. And it also, as much as it is a pain in the ass, it also does come in handy for you. Okay, because I know there's companies out there that don't even give you your proper night rest breaks at all week, every week, and your 24-hour off there's no night rest break. So there's companies, I don't know how they're doing it, so the guys are just running a book that's, yeah, not compliant at all. So this is where it does come in handy for you to say to your boss, hey, you know, this is the rules, what the, you know. So my boss is good. My guys I work for are good, very good. They're really good on their fatigue. They watch out, and that's that. So alright, that's it. I can't say any more than that. That's the video. Hope you understand what your 24-hour with your night rest. As I said, this white bit, who gives a shit, but if you're stopping in that night rest area, you must understand it's, yeah, you got to have that 7 hours night rest on you, still on your 24, so you make sure you have it. And just remember, if you're being standard, you need to have that one more as well. Alright, so alright, thanks guys, enjoy, cheers, keep it safe.